because it's your mind that tells you that. It's your mind that puts conditions on life. There are people that would kill to have your life right now. I guess there are people too that would, that wouldn't want your life either. It's both. It's not inherently anything, is all I'm saying. Somebody said, I can't remember the guy who said this, but he said, the mind can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven, and thinking makes it so. That's it. And that's why, we want to go beyond thought. We want to disidentify with thought. The cause of all the problems. So I don't want you to... Do you have a question? A comment?
I guess I'm trying to... You say disidentify with thoughts and then also not have thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And only have 100 thoughts or whatever the number is. To me, it feels like disidentifying with the thoughts is beneficial because the thoughts are kind of always going to arise, whether it's 50,000 or however many, so that I'm not choosing not to have thoughts, I'm choosing not to identify with the thoughts.
Well, yes. Or be interested in the thoughts even.
Right, okay.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, yes, the thoughts will definitely be there. But what starts to happen is that the more that you dwell in silence and the more that you get comfortable in silence, the thoughts seem to come around less and less and less. It's, they come knocking on the door, they want you to come out and play, and you're not answering the door, the knocking stops after a while. It just does. And I think that happens because we become comfortable in silence. So the thoughts are not interesting to us. It's like the air conditioner. Did you hear it? It's been going the whole time.
Yeah, like the thoughts like noise.
Yeah. And that's the other... Noise is such a great word. Because when you experience these silent states, very peaceful, very present, and then some chatter comes, you're like, oh, get it away from me. It makes you want to vomit. And it's a strange thing. Like, you'll see many spiritual beings, spiritual teachers, spiritual beings, they're so quiet. And even when you go to talk to them, they don't really want to say much. It's really interesting. And it's funny because you work so hard to calm your mind. And then someone wants to come and start ruffling it up. You're like, hey. Talk a little slower. Be a little calmer. Because we do realize, what creates the causes and conditions for our mind to be peaceful. We do realize... we realize how wonderful it is to sit in silence, how peaceful, how joyful it is to just sit in silence. And our whole life, we've been trying to make our life a certain way so that we can feel good inside. We've been trying to make life outside the way we think we need it to be so we can feel good inside. And what we're realizing is that it's the exact opposite of that. All I have to do is settle down inside, and then outside is fine, however it is. When you need outside to be a certain way, you're screwed. Because it's always changing out there. And you don't control any of that. None of it. If you ever sat down and thought about the things you control, you know, you would be so disappointed.